What up, Jobins? Episode 129, 34 days until Sugar Sean knocks out Aljamain Sterling. Brenden, how we doing?
Doing good. There's a lot going on, just got back from the girls, stayed the night at the house after we had
Hold
a good
on, you
day.
stayed the night at her house last night?
Yeah.
You did?
Mm-hmm. I came back home today at like 7:30 in the morning.
Wow, I thought we got home so late. Why didn't you guys just stay here?
Well, she's dog sitting at someone's house.
Oh.
So she was like, I got to stay the night there just because I promised I would. And the dog being there.
That makes sense.
And then I was like, well, I know you're leaving to Michigan soon for a week. She's going to go on a family reunion. So I was like, we ain't going to see each other after Monday for over a week.
Are you okay?
So I'm fine. So I was like, we might as well have a good time tonight, before you head out.
Yeah. You gave her that goodbye kiss?
Mm-hmm.
See you later, honey.
Give it a goodbye, love. Have a.
Yeah, we fucking good for you, dude. We went and saw fucking Mission Impossible last night, guys. And boy, I don't know what's happening to me. I don't know if it was because it was late, but I don't think it was because it was late. I just genuinely think I did not like the movie. I was upset. I was disappointed.
Well, our expectations were kind of high after seeing a few of the other Mission Impossible movies, and my girlfriend, she was like, my expectations were low. That's what she said. And she said, I was entertained.
See,
I was entertained.
Cool.
That was the bottom line.
First off, damn, all our guys are getting old as fuck. That's just what that slapped me in the face with. Every character they showed, I'm like, oh, God. And then when they're all sitting around talking, I'm like, oh, God. I'm looking at Simon Pegg. I'm like, no.
Simon Pegg, who plays Benji Dunn.
Yeah,
you know what
Benji,
my biggest
dude.
beef was, and minor spoilers possibly. I'm not really saying anything, but
let's just work
Benji Dunn, who is Simon, and Veen Rames, Luther,
yeah,
our boys. I didn't feel like they were really involved that much.
And then, oh God, Jobins, the plot of AI. I'm not gonna say anymore, but the plot of it is all AI shit, right? I just didn't like it. And then when they're sitting around explaining the situation,
entity.
I was not digging it. I was not involved. Yeah, cool. We're watching Tom Cruise at 61 years old do some crazy shit.
The mask.
Awesome. Huh?
What about all the masks that they wear?
Yeah, the classic
they
masks.
Rip off and just that scene you were talking about, they implemented masks.
Yeah. And then even in the beginning, I was thrown off in the very beginning with the opening credits. It showed the movie. It showed the movie.
Right.
That was the type of credits that you see at the end of the movie. I would have enjoyed seeing those credits like that at the end of the movie.
Haven't they been doing that?
I would have been like, damn. Have they been doing that every Mission Impossible?
Well, I don't know about every Mission Impossible, but at least until because director Christopher McQuarrie, he's been working with Tom Cruise since Jack Reacher's 2012's Jack Reacher. Mm-hmm. And then he started Mission Impossible with Mission Impossible Rogue Nation in 2015. Followed by Mission Impossible Fallout in 2018, which I thought was the best one.
So that's they all do the same.
And I'm pretty sure. Well, I'd have to go back and watch. Maybe it was the first time, but I feel like they're just trying to do like their own James Bond kind of opening.
Maybe I need to go back and watch because I don't remember them ever doing that. It's been a while now. It's been a minute.
Yeah.
And if I claim to love the Mission Impossible movie so much, I feel like why did they just show the whole damn movie?
Well, because they don't want to copy James Bond exactly.
Is that what James Bond would do?
Well, James Bond does long cinematics, like with a song, right? That's like Billie Eilish or Sam Hunt. Like someone's gonna sing a real good song at the beginning and have like the credits go and then the James Bond, it's just like and then like credits rolling and James Bond shooting a gun or something. Mission Impossible, they're taking a different turn and they're showing the movie.
Anyway, for me. That was the worst one. What do you think?
I thought the bad guys sucked too.
Yeah, dude. And oh man, yeah. And for me, Jobins, when this is a part one, like Avengers Infinity, they set that up. The Avengers did so well at making us go, oh fuck, and we couldn't wait for part two. We were left on such a cliffhanger.
This was a part one too, which feels weird.
It felt very not part one-ish. I don't care about part two, Tom. And unfortunately, you doing them until you're 70, you've lost me. And I've enjoyed all the Mission Impossibles up until now.
What I did, because
I'm a downer.
I compare it a lot to James Bond just because they're both spy thrillers like that. Mm-hmm. And Tom Cruise's girls, I think they're pretty he was spot on. Like, you know how Bond girl is supposed to be like really hot. Dude, Haley Atwell as Grace, as a new Mission Impossible girl, she was fine.
Oh yeah, and they did great. Like they were good. They were good. Mm-hmm. There was good parts to it.
Oh, but my God, you know what I can't stand in these action movies is when you have like a 115-pound, 120-pound girl beating the shit out of 200+ pound guys. You know, without like a weapon. Like, why don't they have guns? They could use guns. Like,
and when you get, I know a lot.
I'm gonna fight you in an alleyway.
I've said it before, but I'm just not believing in it. I'm not believing in it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? If I believe in it, I like it more. But I'm just not. I wasn't believing in this.
And the car chases too, and like, the police are very ineffective. The guys that were chasing them were It was bad. What would you give it out of a 10?
The action was the best part of the movie, and the scene, like the action scenes. So for the action scenes, I'll give it a 5.8.
And the action scenes raised it, you're telling me.
Yeah.
It's still a 5.8.
Yeah, because I respect Tom Cruise. I'm going to give respect where respect's due. I give him respect for doing these stunts. But I'm not there to watch a movie like, okay, this is a big stunt we're doing, and we're going to base the whole movie around this stunt. Like this one great, fantastic stunt at the end, and then shite movie up all until it. It's just like, no. That's always been the thing in Mission Impossible, is like him climbing up the glass window. But that wasn't like, him climbing up the glass window wasn't the big hoorah of that film. Mm-hmm. Whereas him jumping off the cliff was the big hoorah of this fucking film.
I don't know, man. The train scene was pretty crazy.
But that was the...
kind of connected with it?
Yeah.
You know
there's a little continuation.
I'm going to give it a higher score. I'm going to dock it down to a 6 because the story wasn't the best.
Flat 6?
No, but I'm going to let me reevaluate, because coming in from a different perspective of someone who hasn't seen Mission Impossible movies, lower expectations, you know, and still come out of the movie saying, hey, it was entertaining.
Yeah.
That puts it up another 0.5, 6.5 at the end of the day.
A good story. If this is a part 1, I need some shit to happen. We got good characters that we're invested in that we love. Most of it felt forced. Yeah, dude. That was a low one for Schmitty. But yeah.
And you were really looking forward. That was your summer movie, isn't it?
Yeah. It's been a rough year for Schmidt. We got to go see there's a couple other movies.
There's some good ones coming out, though. So hopefully make us forget about this.
Yeah, hopefully the Leonardo DiCaprio one, the Oppenheimer, Christopher Nolan. Like, hopefully, yeah, come on, boys. Don't fail me on that. Dude, so I go to Jobins. I don't know about you guys, but I have a hard time going to bed without my TV on. I know a lot of people are like, oh, no, that's so bad for you, Schmidt. Turn your fucking TV off. Go to bed without it. You sleep without your TV.
Yes, have to. I do not like sound on.
See, I turn my TV down. It's just like, maybe I'm a pussy. Maybe I'm afraid of the dark, and I just don't want to admit it. You know
I wouldn't go that far and call you a pussy, but...
Well, if you're afraid of the dark at 30, maybe you're a pussy. No. Something about it. I just like having the TV on. Maybe I don't want to hear someone whisper something to me, and I freak out. You know what I mean? Especially with Sono telling us that he's got ghost stories last night.
Oh, my God, right? Because we come back from the movie, all the doors are locked. And it's like, what the hell?
Yeah, we've never locked. We always leave our garage door alone. Well, maybe I shouldn't say that on the pod. Boop.
Well, from now on, we've corrected it now. It's all locked.
Well, it's a door, just because when we open up our garage, it's easy in. You know what I mean? Because we always lock our front door and our back door, and our dumbasses don't all have a key. So we just go in through the garage. We fucking come home from the movie last night. The garage door was locked. We're like, what the hell? Sure enough, Sono comes running. We're knocking on the back door. Petrie's barking. He's sitting right there looking at us. Sono comes running down. So a couple weeks ago, I'm by myself. Or maybe it was like 2 weeks. Last week or some shit.
It was recently.
Yeah, real recently. I'm fucking sitting down in the fucking kitchen by myself. Boys went out somewhere. I think it was Jits. You guys went to Jits. I'm just eating and chilling with Petrie. Kaboom! Right above me, where my room and Brock's room are. The hairs on my fucking arms stood up so fast. And I was like, what the fuck was that? And Petrie's barking, going crazy, looking up at the stairs, barking. I'm like, oh my God. And I'm thinking, when are the boys going to get home? Sure enough, I feel like Scream. You guys are pulling up in the driveway. I think I already said this last week in the pod, but I'm saying it again. And I'm like, please just get in. Please, help! Sure enough, just the thing knocked over. But last night was Sono. He's saying that he's hearing knocking. He's upstairs. Petrie didn't even want to come upstairs.
I feel like Petrie has been acting a little weird recently. I don't know, man.
Come get me,
Maybe
ghost.
There's some spirits or something that are just like...
Prove me some spirits. I need to be proven. I need to see some shit. I'm 30, and I want to see some shit. So I'm summoning them right now on the podcast. Show Brenden something in his room at night. Fucking open up his mirror window. You know what I mean? Or closet window.
Yeah, I'm not scared of no ghosts.
I want to come in my room, and a little something would be in my bed, sitting in my bed, and I'm like, oh, what the fuck's in my bed? And then it just go poof, and it just disappears. Then I'm running to you guys, and my life's changed from that moment on.
You'd have to get up the stairs and check first to even run down the stairs.
Oh my God,
Mr. Scaredy Cat,
dude.
Mr. Oh my God, I love watching movies with Brenden because he gets so scared. And then this guy can't even go up the stairs to check on his own room.
Oh, thank God you guys came home. Thank God you guys. I couldn't imagine if another 25 minutes of me sitting there listening for every creaking fucking crackle sound. Oh, God.
It's still weird how it fell off your...
violently. Like thrown out.
It doesn't make sense, though.
Something happened in this house. Something bad, and it's telling us.
Mm-hmm. Something bad happened, and I feel like something new bad is happening. We're connected.
It's connected into one of our souls.
Something
dude. There's wrong. A curse. But yeah. So the other night, I'm going to bed. We just went down a rabbit hole. I'm fucking watching Friends, right? Going to bed. Sure enough, dude, I didn't know this guy. I loved watching Friends growing up. I never realized.
Shout out Friends.
Yeah, I never realized that in season 3, there's an episode called The One with the Ultimate Fighting Championship.
No way.
Yeah.
Season 3? How long ago was season 3, bro?
That was the episode released May 8th, 1997.
How old is the UFC in 1997? That has to be really...
Came out in 1992.
Shit.
My year. So
and it's on Friends?
As old as I am, it's yeah. You never knew that?
Was Ross an Ultimate Fighter?
You never knew that? No. Ross wasn't an Ultimate Fighter.
I'm in the Ultimate... I can't do a Ross impression.
Yeah, but Jon Favreau's in it with because Monica's dating him.
Jon Favreau. That's The Mandalorian? Disney? He does all that shit.
Yeah. And then Bruce Buffer and John McCarthy are in it. They look super young. It's crazy. The whole episode's just crazy. I was like, damn.
1997.
Jon Favreau's fighting Tank Abbott. But I just thought it was pretty cool that the UFC was on Friends.
Dude, I'm not going to lie to you. Tank Abbott, I can't remember who Tank Abbott is.
He was a big jack guy. He might have been a heavyweight, but he was like one of the OGs. Tank Abbott, yeah.
Shows how much I know.
Is he still alive? I'm pretty sure he's still alive. Tank Abbott's got to be alive.
He's the only UFC fighter probably to be on Friends, huh?
Mm-hmm. You know Robin Williams was on Friends?
What?
Motherfucker's hairy as shit on Friends, too. You ever look at Robin Williams' hands, his arms and everything?
Yeah, he was a
I'm
hairy
like,
dude.
Holy fuck, dude. Thank God my hands aren't that hairy. You ain't got a fucking single hair on you.
Mm-hmm. That's the Filipino in me right there.
You're just cocoa butter smooth. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Damn.
Did Bruce Buffer have a lit suit in the Friends episode?
No.
I gotta know.
No, he didn't. Not like he does today. I mean, he still looked. I would say it was the beginning of Bruce.
Was Dana White even involved in any of that at that time?
100%. He's always been involved, brother.
I didn't know how long he'd been.
He bought the company
for
$2 million when the One brothers were wanting to fucking say fuck this shit.
I can only imagine Dana White in a Friends episode.
Yeah, that'd been cool.
He's like, well, Monica's a lying fucking bitch, you know, because it's just how he curses and stuff.
Well, I just wondered. I'm like, damn, is that one of the OG things? Like, because they filmed Jake Gyllenhaal doing shit for his fighting scene. So it's like, damn, did they just have a fighting event that night? And then boom, the cast of Friends comes in and does an acting scene in front of the crowd. Like, that would have been cool being the crowd. That's just one thing again, like that I've always loved with the UFC, with like how they do that kind of shit. They put on it's a show. But then it's real. It's like real violence, like real art, real dedication.
It's crazy to think like the sitcom Friends bringing UFC into the public spotlight back in 1997, and to think now sitcoms are like the ones that are like dying, and UFC's bigger than it's ever been.
Yeah.
Maybe UFC needs to promote some sitcoms. Let's get a Friends reboot and be like, yo, remember 1997? Be like, hey, UFC, help us out.
Exactly. Help us out. Bring back sitcoms.
Yo, that's a sick little fact.
Well,
I didn't know that, dude.
Some of the people were messaging me that I was too stoned, but I thought it'd be a good idea. Think The Office, sprinkle a little fucking Parks and Rec in there, but through the eyes of Tim and Sean, like it's like Tim coaching. He's coaching this gym, and then like just the relationships involved with that. The Jobins outside of Sean and like following Sean becoming a champ, like this guy on the road of becoming a champ, and just the relationships involved. There's so much drama that you can make in the show like that.
You could even have like a Jim and Pam
at
the gym. You know what I'm saying? You could have these characters.
And then just imagine a scene where Tim's like being his instructor self and someone's not getting it, right? And then you know how The Office cuts over to where they're sitting down just talking about the incident, and then it's Tim just sitting down like fucking like he just doesn't get it and he's pissed off about it or something. Like, dude, it'd be so funny.
I would love a Dwight character, who's like delusional.
I want to be the Dwight
character.
And
he just thinks he's the hottest shit ever.
Me, let's go. I'll be Dwight. I'll be the Dwight. You should be Jim because you're going to fall in love real quick with with like a Mariah character who's the front desk girl who's always signing people up.
Oh yeah.
And then you can do. There's so many fun things that you can do with it because it's like when people first days like, oh hey everyone, this is like you know how we all feel on our first day of jits. And then it's just like, hey, everyone, this is Kevin. It's his first day. And then he just gets fucking rang through trials and tribulations.
What's cool, too, is like now it's getting more popular because The Office, that's something that's super relatable for like a lot of office workers, obviously, and a lot of people that kind of have an imagination and know what that looks like.
Yeah.
The BJJ world, the MMA gyms and everything, those are getting bigger, too, to where that can be more relatable now.
Exactly.
You know, that's why I do like that idea.
That's what I was thinking, dude. I'm like, I don't know if it's because we joined jits or anything, but I honestly feel like jiu-jitsu is becoming more worldwide popular because we're seeing Mark Zuckerberg, we're seeing all these people wanting to do it, celebrities joining it. If
Amazon Prime or any of these other streaming services get a show like this, you know who said it first. You
better fucking cut us a chunk, baby. You better put us on there, and we'll fucking help blow it up.
This happened to me before, bro, because I'm telling you, when I had writing ideas, and I had a great idea.
Someone's gonna steal it.
For a freaking Uber driver who gets in contact with somebody who's like, if it's an action movie, then they come out with Stuber like a month later. Let's go. Yeah, no one knows about that one with Dave Bautista in it.
But they got you.
I had that same freaking idea.
I feel like that always happens with me too, dude. It's like, son of a bitch.
And this is one of those ideas, bro. It's going to get taken probably.
Oh, yeah. A jiu-jitsu office type show. There you go. To whoever's got the money to be able to get it done and taken care of or know somebody, you're welcome. Hook us up.
Damn.
Brenden, do you know Lil Mabu?
Do I know? I showed you Lil Mabu.
You sure did, bud. And guess what? I hated him at first, just like sometimes people I love you do. I'm like, God. And at first I hated it because I was like, oh, he's trying to be this.
His image, huh?
Yeah, like the image of it, the white boy just saying all shit with the hood and everything. But I started seeing his reels because then all of a sudden you show me one thing and it's all over my phone. Reels. He's funny as fuck, dude. The kid is funny. He reminds me, I don't know. I've always been drawn to New York people, Boston people, the East Coast. Like, I just love New Jersey.
Is it their attitude, personality, the way they carry themselves?
Yeah, it's just something about it. And he's got it. And he reminds me of, like, Adrian Brody. I know a lot of people are like, oh, I don't see it yet. But, like, just the way he talks sometimes in his skits and his looks that he gives and his fucking nose and his face. I'm like, damn, he needs to link up with Adrian Brody. Maybe get some acting classes. I could see Lil Mabu being a little actor.
He could definitely be an actor. Like his eyes, how he was watered up and everything.
And his rap is fun. And just like 6ix9ine, it's hype. It hypes us up. So if I can laugh at it and it's hype, I'm down with it. The kid's got something. I'm down with Lil Mabu, guys. Let me know in the comments if I'm crazy. Or if you're down with Lil Mabu, because we're down. I can't wait for his next song.
I can't wait for his next movie. Is he going to get a dramatic role?
I hope he gets a movie.
The new Adrian Brody.
I want him on Tim and Sean's pod. I DM'd him, but I know that fucker 1.1 mil followers. I'm like, he ain't going to see my shit.
That would be great if he really did get on the podcast. I think they'd click off, man.
Dude, fuck yeah. And I want to know about Mabu. I need to know the background history of Mr. Mabu. Because The lyrics he uses are funny. Is he as really smart? I want to test him. Like, let's find out. Is he really as smart as this fucking kid claims he is?
Dude, being 17 and having that much success already, you have to have some intel. Like, he knows stuff.
And I guess a lot of people are like hating on him because of him being. Is he really as rich as people thought he was? Like, I know because he's making it out of the man. He says he's made it out the mansion, shit like that.
And I love that. He's not trying to hide it like we're talking about. He's clearly leaning into the joke.
Yeah. And how many just because we weren't lucky to be born into a very extremely wealthy parents, like, who are we? He can't go and chase his dreams just because he's got rich ass parents. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Like, I like dedication. When you're dedicated, it's your passion, and you got a fucking good image. Like, the image is crazy. That's why it's getting looked at. You know what I mean? And that's what's smart about it. You're riding the 6ix9ine kind of wave, and the what's his name, who passed away? Fucking blanket.
You were gonna say King Von, weren't you?
Not
Isn't
King
that
Von.
your guy that you were talking about?
Not King Von.
Ooh.
It is one of them. But Pop Smoke. Because that one song has got that Pop Smoke beat, and then the one song he does rap. It reminds me of King Von, the way he's telling the story of rapping. That's weird.
I thought the guy on that song that he has, the Snitches one.
Huh?
With the guy that's in it too, he said that guy sounds just like Pop Smoke.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, so he's riding with it.
He's gonna do a song with 6ix9ine, huh?
Oh, dude, him and 6ix9ine would go fucking hard as fuck. That would be sick. A lot of people are probably hating on me for that, but Jobins, me, Sean, Perp, Warlike, Sono, Tim, and me and you first watched 6ix9ine. We were scared, but we loved it. We were like, this is fire. And then he blew up, and it was crazy. And gaming with the boys all the time, we would just jam 6ix9ine and just get you hyped. Do we like sometimes you just got to separate the artist from the person.
He needs to do a song with Jaden Smith. Lean more into the like being privileged and rich kind of thing.
Uh-huh.
That would be Mabu? So funny. Yeah, Mabu.
Dude.
Mabu and Jaden Smith on a song.
He ends that one song where he sings a little bit. I'm like, damn, he can sing a little bit. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And I want to know how many people are behind him. Truly behind him. Does he have a big team? Is this just this motherfucker doing it at 17, doing all this shit? I know he's got a team.
Not by himself, because it seems like his dad's really supportive. Mm-hmm. So I'd imagine that his family's got his back, which is like the most important
100%,
thing.
Dude. I just can't imagine being that young doing things like that. That's got to be really cool.
Yeah, and then because we follow him on the gram, and then he's got like the pictures of him. He's going to prom still. It's like he's still doing high school stuff. And it's like the guy has millions of followers and views. It's crazy.
The marketing geniuses. There's a lot of marketing geniuses in the world, and they know how to do it. It's crazy.
He's almost got that Lil Dicky vibe to him.
Yeah,
huh? Like being able to market himself.
Yeah, and it'd be cool to see him on a pod because so far we've only seen the antics. You know what I mean? His craziness.
Oh, how he would talk seriously.
Yeah, huh? Let's calm down. Let's calm down and get to know him. I think it'd be a sick pod. Hi, everyone DM Sean and Tim for me and tell them to get Lil Mabu on if you like Lil Mabu. Yeah. Mm-hmm. What you got? You want to say something? You got a hot. I feel like you got a hot topic.
I do have a hot topic because it kind of goes in with the AI with Mission Impossible and everything. Mm-hmm. Dude, 10 years ago, Jobins, believe it or not, Edward Snowden, his story broke. With the NSA and the intelligence being leaked, and oh my God, they're not just spying on everyone. They're spying on everyone.
Yeah,
it was messed up, dude. And honestly, I was really ignorant till a little bit ago. I went down a Snowden rabbit hole. I was like, what the hell did this guy uncover? Then they got videos of Obama, and he's like, no, he's not an American patriot.
Yeah,
and I was like, if he wanted to, he could have come back. Gone to the courts, and speak in front of a judge, and it's like, oh yeah, because he'd get a real fair shakedown.
That dude's in a whole nother country, bro.
He's in Russia, believe it or not. He's been in Russia for like 9 years.
Damn, that's.
He has a family there now, and it's like, how come no one's pardoned him yet?
When I went down the rabbit hole again, because I saw what's the movie called? Is it called Snowden?
It's called Snowden. With Joseph Gordon-Levitt.
Yeah, I saw that in theaters, and I was like, damn, that's fucked.
You saw that in theater? I want to see that movie still. I haven't seen it yet.
You haven't seen it yet? Yeah, and then he went on Joe Rogan, and then that's when I went down like you. I just went down another rabbit hole, and then I actually rewatched the movie because it made me. I'm like, damn, I want to watch the movie again. And I watched the movie again. Like, damn, Joseph Gordon-Levitt killed it.
Dude, what was so crazy, Schmitty? System Update with Glenn Greenwald. That is a channel on Rumble, believe it or not. And Glenn Greenwald was one of the guys that interviewed Snowden at the hotel in Hong Kong when like the story first broke.
So Rumble's fucking causing issues. Rumble's like, let's fucking mix some shit up.
Dude, what's so scary is like it reminded me of The Boys with how media works.
Oh yeah.
Because Glenn Greenwald, he was on like CNN and then like the big news networks like that, and they were like, why don't you should honestly be sharing a cell right next to Snowden. And they were trying to like shut down investigative journalism, and he had to defend what he was doing as a profession because of the government interfering like that and having control over media like that. That's scary, but it's something that's been happening the whole time.
Yeah, and it's just getting bigger, you know what I mean?
Like I said, rabbit hole. They're listening. And you know what he said too? Because Snowden, like recently, he was like, when I grew up and like the internet was new, there was a freedom to it when it wasn't the expectation that we're being watched. Now you go on there and you assume you're being watched, and it shouldn't be like that.
It's like that Andrew Tate mice thing, or monkey one. Not the mice thing, the monkey one, where we don't know why we're getting squirted. Yeah. We don't know why, and now people are just gonna accept that we're being watched. It's gonna be just that's how it is.
Yeah. Do you know what they would do to Snowden if he came back? They would charge him with the Espionage Act of 1917, and he'd probably get like 3 felony counts. Over 30 years, bro. He would be at least.
The only thing that I'd argue against Snowden with the internet, is, bro, the internet. We've ruined the internet. The government didn't ruin the internet. We've ruined the internet. Just like all generations before, dude. Everyone ruins it for the generation next. When we have the internet and then you got the dark web, now we got the dark web. Cool. So child sex trafficking, drugs, people plotting to do murders and like just kill a whole bunch of people. Just all this horrible shit that causes harm to society. Well, yeah, Mr. Snowden, when the internet first started, it probably fucking was already violent as soon as it started, just because it's human fucking nature. But there has to be some kind of regulation on what is being put on the fucking, but we can't. It's so hard.
Well, what's so scary that I feel like he's talking about more than what's on the internet and what we're privy to is what they're looking at through us with cameras and everything, when the phones and like.
Because it's the power thing. You know what I mean? Like the government always wants to have. You can't have public have more power than the government. Then you don't have a fucking country.
Dude,
control.
They were and are today violating human rights around the world. That's what Edward Snowden said. And you know what human rights he's talking about? The right to privacy.
Yeah. Yeah, 100%.
So it's like, dude, I mean,
I totally agree with that
the people do deserve the power. And then what's sad is that, you know, the president's still a puppet. Any president's a puppet, because I would immediately pardon this man.
Yeah.
Because he was looking out for the American people.
Oh, yeah.
At the end of the day.
100%.
And he's getting screwed over for that, and he's in Russia for 9 years.
Scared. And then all the shit in Russia's going on. I just can't imagine.
And
I'm like, damn, I picked the wrong place.
Dude, it's just been craziness after craziness, Jobins. I'm so sorry. I get caught up with these rabbit holes. But there's this awesome Mel Gibson video, and I really want to show you, bro, later. Because it's like a 3-minute video of a 1998 Hollywood interview. And it's chilling, bro. It gave me
what
goosebumps.
Mel's talking about?
Mel Gibson's talking about it.
He's like, how was Mel projected in the society? Remember?
They canceled his ass, dude.
Especially after fucking what's it called?
Passion
of the Christ.
Dude.
He got painted as a fucking wacko.
He was like, I know a producer, and he's talking about how the producer gave him chills and everything, and how the producer, he's like, his attitude towards women was very telling, and this is what the producer said to Mel Gibson. He said women on film, either naked or dead, and both is better. Isn't that disturbing? Like, this producer, that's what he wants in his movies.
Yeah, that's fucked.
And it's like Mel Gibson, he probably had so much.
What did he know?
Knowledge about all that
all the people,
the trafficking going, because they're even like not talking about the trafficking, human trafficking, the Sound of Freedom movies getting just completely.
Well, I like now the people are pushing. It seems like we're pushing that movie. It seems like the people are getting together and we're all pushing the movie this time instead of them.
But like Rolling Stone has negative reviews on it and everything, talking about how it's a fever dream. It's like,
but again, they're saying that. But then go talk to the people who watch the movie and hear what they say. You know what I mean? And you're going to see a whole different... That's where you'll see the painted picture of the agenda.
The agenda.
Yeah, now you're making me scared of South Park, guys. Because Trey Parker and Matt Stone, like, they're always in it. They know so much about political shit that they make fun of it so well. And then it's almost like... And then they make fun of... they just make fun of current issues so well. And they're... So it's like, what do they know? What do our boys know? They got to know something. And to be on the game that long.
Could any human, you think, handle all the bad secret shit that's going on and to have that knowledge? I think anyone would go crazy.
Too. I'm going our boy too. What's his name?
Mel Gibson?
No,
I think Mel Gibson's crazy because of everything that he's found out.
I always loved Mel Gibson growing up, guys. I watched all his movies. I thought Mel Gibson was the shit. Patriots Day, Signs.
He has said some bad stuff, though.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, dude.
He might have said some bad stuff.
We're humans, dude, and I just can't imagine. Fame, who knows, brother? Who fucking knows? You only know until you experience it yourself. And then it's depending on who you are as a person and how people come at you. Because it's crazy, like depending on what type of person you are is how people come at you.
Ashton Kutcher, too, is a hero. Did you know that Ashton Kutcher, he has his own organization called Thorn.org?
Yeah.
And
You're behind, brother.
He co-founded it with Demi Moore. Again, with the rabbit hole, bro. It's so awesome. The internet
helps. You are so behind, but I love it.
Yeah.
I'm glad you're there now.
But he's a huge proponent of stopping human trafficking like that.
And how do you think he felt when fucking Danny Masterson shit came out, dude? That'd be so fucking devastating.
You know what's so crazy is the documentary him and Demi Moore watched was about human trafficking in Cambodia. Imagine watching that video and then you come to find out that it's actually even worse in the United States, dude. The issue of human trafficking. Wouldn't that be crazy?
Yeah.
It's like, whoa, it's happening here too, and it's almost as bad, if not worse. What?
So it's like, should we even watch porn?
Well, I mean,
what's porn these days?
The verified, I think like Pornhub is an official channel, I mean, like.
What are they going to post though? Like, where do we know the consent of these videos?
See that, I mean.
Because now that we're learning about all this shit, what's the consent with the women in porn? You just don't know.
That's a real conversation right there.
And dude, everyone watches porn. If you don't watch porn, you're a fucking liar.
I'm sure there's some people. I'll give you a few.
Because sex is everything, dude. That's why I get real nervous because, dude, like the Chat Your Bait and all the fucking like online websites where you could just go and jerk off, talk to people, have fans. Those and women are killing it. There's women out there who are making tons of money. And then you got the railroad workers, the road workers who aren't making shit compared to that. And they're working hard.
The UPS people.
Yeah.
No.
There's people working really fucking hard and not getting the equal pay or equal value. That's why I'm like, dude, we might be coming to a crumble. But who am I? I'm crazy.
And that's like the people's fault at the end of the day with the OnlyFans stuff, right? Because we'd be the ones that are paying into that.
Andrew Tate's like, it's because you simp men. All you men that are simps. Spending your hard-earned money so that they can flash their titties. Like, damn. That's what's happening, though. You know what I mean? That's what's fucking happening. Fuck up. Guys, consistency. Consistency is what it's all about when it comes to anything in life that you want to be good at. You know what I mean?
Most definitely.
Did 3 days of jits in a row. I am fucking sore and stiff. I respect Brock and Sono and everyone who goes every fucking day. Brock went like 6 times this week. I was like, and he went hard. He went all rounds, hard, all fucking rounds all day. And he's hurt. I'm like, damn, dude, that's so... I'm all beat up. My wrists hurt. My back hurts. Your whole body just
You got all bruises on you.
Yeah, dude. Oh, I got I don't think you can see it on the camera, but I got a little thing right here. I got a thing right here.
He's got little scrapes on his face.
Nah, just everyone loves beating up on old Schmitty and Jits. But I love it.
Hey, you're there, though.
Oh, yeah. Everyone there, shout out again, all you guys in Jits. We love you guys. Just went on Clark's pod. I was the 4th episode. He's building them up, and he's going to start dropping them soon. Can't wait to see that.
That was really cool to see. Because he's developing it, you know, and it's only going to get better and better. And just to have you guys there chopping it up, it was sick.
It took me back because that was the first time that I've gone like on an actual someone else's pod. You know, I know Tim and Sean's pods and Tim's pod, like those were my buddies. You know what I mean? Like, and being on someone who I barely know, Clark. I've just talked to him a couple times at the gym.
Right.
It was really cool, and it took me back to when me and you first started. It felt like it. Because he's just starting. He's learning everything. We were kind of giving him some tips. I'm still a white belt. 29 episodes?
129. Shout out, Jobins.
Yeah, hopefully this even gets to get put up. The computers, we got computer problems.
Adversity, man.
Adversity. And consistency. Because I told Clark, I'm like, dude, just stay consistent. If you love doing podcasts, just stay consistent with it. And you know nothing now, but you're going to learn as you go. And you'll have 25 episodes under your belt, and you'll be like, "Wow, I've learned so much from that." And then you're growing, you're getting better, and then it's a lot. It's a lot of fun when you love it.
And the more comfortable you get with it, too. You know, I remember when I first started Jobins, I'd have to take shots just to be like calm my nerves because I was so nervous and had that anxiety on me to be in front of a camera talking like that.
Yep. And I'm not gonna lie. I am slapped to the fucking gills stoned every single time we do a podcast, Jobins. And about this far in, I'm back to being sober. But when we first start this bitch, your boy Schmidt, lit as a tit.
Hey, you know, we got a process and we just keep doing it.
Yeah. But yeah, it was just really cool. Being consistent is the key because some days you're like, man, I don't want to do a pod. Man, I'm already sore. I don't want to go get beat up in jits. But then when you do it, I'm so glad I did that episode. I'm going to get that episode. We got another one under our belt. I'm so glad I went to jits. Yeah, I'm sore, but I feel better that I went. I feel better that I learned a little bit. Because with podcasting, I forget about everything. We're here in our own little podcast world right now.
Right.
In our own little BrendenSchmitty Show. Look at this. Wow. Same with jits. When we're in there with our brothers, rolling, learning, we got our higher belt brothers teaching us shit, giving us tips and tricks. I'm not thinking about anything else. And it's really nice.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. That's my favorite part.
It's just it's amazing to be able to do this podcast with you. And I just wanted to say with adversity and like overcoming the issues we have, especially with computer issues, things like that. Like we've had so many good pods that never even aired. Yeah. For various reasons.
I'd like to know the number. That's a number I kept keeping track of. I never kept track of, and it's just happened. After they happen, we just go, we're pros. We handle this. What do pros do? We handle this. We do it again.
I just feel like for the complete experience, though, you know, you need to have that adversity there because, as Seneca said, no man is more unhappy than he who never faces adversity, for he is not permitted to prove himself.
You've been waiting to drop that one. I feel it. You've been waiting. That was what you wanted to start the pod with, wasn't it?
The obstacles we've overcome, that you've overcome, that I've overcome, that has allowed us to prove ourselves. Yeah. And that is awesome.
Dude, I like going back and looking at the first couple episodes and seeing how fat I was. I'm still fat. Like, I still got a lot of weight to lose, Jobins. But I've made progress. And I'm like, man, I want to get even thinner. So it's motivated me. So I can't wait to see, like, when we're in, like, episode 2. Hopefully I've lost more weight. Hopefully I'm not the still same Schmitty. And I'll tell you it then. I'll be like, yeah, unfortunately I'm still got some weight to lose. But hopefully not. Keep grinding at it.
Keep grinding.
You know what I mean? And you're right. Adversity makes us better, stronger. We learn more. If you're not learning, you're not living, Jobins. So if you're watching us right now and there's something that you're thinking about that you really want to do, stop everything else that you're doing and do the fuck that. Go focus on it. Start where you can. Don't focus. Clark was kind of doing some shit that I learned, like the chopping. I was like, dude, like right now, Jobins, we're not using 2 cameras. Yeah, we could be like the Bro Malley show where Garrett came in and he's doing 2 different angles. It just takes so long to do those kind of editing. And when I'm just right now in the position that we're in, I just want to be able to minimize and maximize. So I minimize the most that I have to edit, and it maximizes how much I can get out. That's just the way I look at it. I know it'd be way more fun. You know, we could definitely get some colors and shit. There's been times where I'm like, man, let's do a night pod where we just get it all glowy in here. Like, let's do fun shit like that. That would be fun. We could do that. But as far as like the different camera angles, it's like, I'm going to wait on that. I'm going to make it easier for me so that I can fucking just worry about one cut, bada boom, bada bing, done. It's a less stress because when you first start podcasting, it's a lot to take on, a lot to learn. And if you can minimize and maximize, I'm going to say it again, I think that's your best way to go. So that's why I was like, Clark, just do it. So he's doing it. And he's like, because it's going to cut your editing hours by 4 fucking hours. JX, I salute to you, soldier, if you're watching. I hope you are. But JX worked hours on editing those pods because he has to do so much with the camera angles and us, or if they have a guest on, when they pop stuff up to show.
Right.
Like, it takes a lot. It's a lot. Editing's a lot. But yeah. I was just trying to say, if you got something that you want to go do, Jobins, start doing it.
And on top of that, consistency, like you said, I'm going to reiterate that. Consistency is so important too. And you don't compare yourself to other people's, because what we did and what you did is you never got taken away from how many views you might have had compared to looking at these really successful YouTubers. And we just kept going on that path. Because if you compare yourself like that, you could just discourage yourself further.
Do you know how many people? So we have 3,300 and like 40, I forget the exact number.
It's awesome.
That's what I love about YouTube. It can show you everything. Never in my million fucking years of doing podcasts did I think we'd reach this. I thought we'd stay in like the hundreds. And I'm like, dude, even if it's 10 years, the fact that we got one person wanting to come in and watch our pod and listen to us bullshit, like that's enough. Especially when we love doing it, because I love talking. I'm a talker, and I love talking. That's why I can't wait till we get some shit really going. We start learning about some people and shit. Because that's what I really want to do. I really want to make skits with you. Like, these are the things that I really want to do. We'll get it going. But yeah.
Yeah. It's been thank you guys for everybody that's watched. And like you said, just never thought we'd be here, but just keep going. Just keep pushing and don't compare yourselves to others, because you will get what you need to get. Follow your own life.
I get upset when I hear like big time YouTubers like upset about their views and shit. When it's like, dude, you have so many viewers.
Damn. You know who lost 110,000 subscribers was this YouTuber who goes by the name of Miranda Scenes. Her real name's Colleen Ballinger. And she was in this funny-ass show on Netflix, too, that got greenlit called Haters Back Off, where she played her YouTube character.
Yeah, I heard about this.
And, guys, get this. She was, like, grooming her young fans, because she has tour dates where she would go on stage. And what she'd do is she would, like, incentivize them and be like, you're more likely to get on stage if you dress skimpier. And when she gets these girls that, like, these underage girls that dress skimpy to come onto the stage, she would then proceed to, like, slut-shame them. And like just be really nasty. And it's like, whoa, this emotional abuse and this grooming is really messed up, especially from someone that I thought was really funny too. So I was actually
that sucks.
Wow. Yeah, 110,000 people lost just because you were talking about losing subscribers, and I was like, that's one of those cases where, hey, it makes sense, because it's just crazy to think like, and again, in that Hollywood entertainment industry, and who knows what mental issues she has. But
how she was grown up, raised, all that kind of shit.
And I hope those victims are okay too.
Who's making her do that? Is there someone making her do that kind of shit? Is she a puppet? There's so many things. Fucking world's crazy, dude. And it is crazy when we find shit out like that about people. It's like, what the
Just
fuck?
like the Masterson from freaking that 70s show.
I know, dude, and I love that 70s show. It's like, how can I go back and watch that show now?
Made Mission Impossible hard to watch because Tom Cruise is so invested in Scientology.
I know, that's another thing. I'm like, this is the most Scientologist fucking movie I've ever seen in my entire life.
It was a Scientologist take on AI.
Yeah, on Mission Impossible. They're like, all right, you know what? Cat's out of the bag. They know about us. We're just going to fucking be it. Mission Impossible. I'm so upset.
Yeah,
Please, movies. Please, movies get better. Why? Why are movies so bad these days? And, guess what, Brenden, I wanted to talk to you about. Leslie Van Houten released from prison after 53 years.
Oh, is that the...
she was one of the Charles Manson people. She was convicted in 1969 for the murders of Leno and Rosemary LeBlanc.
La Bianca.
Fuck, I'm stupid. But yeah, Rosemary LaBianca, when she was 19 years old.
That is so young.
And well, dude, those girls, like you watch the interviews and you hear what they talk about, and he really made them think that he was like the second coming of Jesus. He really fucking warped these girls' minds at young ages. You're young as fuck at 19, dude.
Kind of go with that grooming.
And you're warped. Yeah, just fucking warped. Made to believe that this is what it is. And then he was wanting to start that giant race war. But then I see videos coming out today where like Charles Manson was sitting there in front of the camera. He's like, all right, you guys want me to put on that show that they love, the evil shit. And then like he's like taking some photos and shit. But then he's getting up and he's just like this calm little guy. So I'm like, what the fuck is painted? What's real with the whole Charles Manson shit? You know what I mean? Like what is real about that? I know that people were really murdered very violently. These two people, like imagine being Corey LaBlanca, the fucking kid of those people, said her release may have been considered legal, but to me and my family, it's ethical and morally wrong. That bitch is back out on the streets and she stabbed these motherfuckers 19 times.
And did you say that was the son of the victims?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I know. Imagine knowing your mom and dad were violently stabbed to death because of a cult leader with some bitches. And
she's super old now, though, right?
70s. I forget the 71 or 70s. Well, 53 plus 19. 72.
What if she went and literally killed someone at 72, though?
I know. Like, what if dude, that was another thing. Deborah Tate, Sharon Tate's daughter, she said, is she a nice girl? No. Is she an animal? I think she was then, and I fear that she still is.
You shouldn't be... If you take a human life like that, it's so unfathomable to me.
That you get released.
And
how many people...
Where's the justice in that?
And where's the lesser crimes people that are still in prison? The lesser crimes.
Dude, like the drug-related crimes where it's like that shit's not even happening.
And I'm not against the people who can go into prison and completely change. I know that happens. 50. First off, Jobins, try and actually imagine, however old you are right now, 53 fucking years in prison. In prison. This bitch has to go through a transitional living facility. This bitch don't know how to live outside in real life because of how we can't fathom that. We don't know.
That's a long ass time.
It's a long ass time in prison in a scheduled routine circle type thing. You have no idea what.
And you were 19?
19, dude. I just can't.
Wow, that's a whole life taken too at the same time.
I know. And it's like some people, and it's like, who knows? Is this bitch fucking rehabilitated and she's all good? I don't know.
If you're already going to take someone's life like that, you're pretty much already taking away their life and their time to experience freedom. It's like you might as well just kill them way before that.
There's some interesting stuff too about the governor and all that kind of shit because like there's been so many times that she's gone for bail and she didn't get
appeals.
Yeah, and there's been so much and then finally just up and said, okay, let's let her out.
Dude.
So I just wonder what that's about.
I just have an issue with the whole justice system. It's like two-tiered in my opinion, man. It's some crazy shit. I
thought that was pretty interesting. I hope no one fucking gets murdered. I hope she doesn't have she's like, oh, I'm out. Oh, revenge is sweet. That'd be crazy.
Do you think that's any worse than like say like someone that does drunk driving and kills someone and gets out? Like if that kid lost his parents to drunk driving and the person got out sooner than 53 years, do you think?
God, dude, victims. So it's like, how do we feel? How would we feel if someone we loved was killed by a drunk driver?
Right.
It's such a tough fucking question right there.
Because that's a little different than but it's almost because it's like you're still losing the person.
Yeah. And then the flip of the coin where it's like someone made a stupid decision one night that they've never done.
Mm-hmm. And at 19, you could say she made a stupid decision because she was brainwashed.
That's why it's like, holy fuck. It's really tough.
I don't know if maybe you could even argue that sentence was cruel.
Cruel? Let's look at the other side. Mm-hmm. 19 years old, warped, not knowing what the fuck anything is. Other people are listening. Other people are getting this shit. You think you do. That's like they say most people who do wrong that in history have done wrong always thought they were doing right. Believe that they were doing right. So yeah, crazy topic. That's deep. That is deep. Movie talk. Anthony Carrigan, I'm super excited about this. Jobins received an Emmy nomination for Barry. Let's fucking go.
Okay, for Barry.
Fuck yeah, dude. Dude.
It ended pretty well.
Dude, even his character, his ending was so good. Like his acting was so good that whole show. Yeah, I didn't agree. I didn't like the way that it ended with him, but that's just the way sometimes stories have to go with characters. But really excited for him. I hope he wins. Now he's joining James Gunn's DCU as Rex Mason, the Element Man, a.k.a. Metamorpho.
I don't know who that superhero is.
Neither
That's
do I.
new to me.
Yeah, it is new to me too. But apparently it's going to be in Superman Legacy.
Superman Legacy.
Yeah, so...
Who's going to be Superman?
That's a good question. There's this big war about like, oh, green screen acting is not real acting. And then the fucking green screen actors are all like, oh, fuck you, it is acting. But it's, I just hate the way movies are made these days. I know it's easier and whatever. Yeah, but I don't know. It's changed. It has changed acting.
Acting is acting, though. It could even be harder to act in a green screen. Where you have to use more imagination.
It's a different skill. It's like gi and no gi. Seriously, there's a difference. In no gi, I'm going to grab shit that's not there. Thanks, gi. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Well,
You're right. It is different.
Like, oh fuck, there's nothing there. Yeah. Super excited about that. What'd you think about Timothée Chalamet's Wonka trailer?
Oh my god. Dude, you know what? Hey, this is my train of thought. Like, I could be wrong because I was wrong about Mario when I first saw the trailer for that. I saw the first trailer for Mario and I was like, this is gonna suck. And that's how I am. I couldn't have been more wrong. I saw this Wonka trailer and my gut instinct is like, this is gonna suck.
It's gonna be horrible.
This is gonna be terrible.
It's gonna be so bad.
But it could be amazing.
It could be really creative and fun.
Could pull a Mario.
Really good creative imagination team behind it.
I hated it so many reasons.
I hated Hugh Grant as the little mini Oompa Loompa.
I hated Timothée Chalamet as Wonka. Well, like Wonka, come on. Why?
Apparently he got that role without even having to apply for it.
That's what I'm saying. Like, give it to somebody who, I don't know. Like, he's just not goofy enough. He's not goofy enough to be Wonka. He's not fun and whimsical enough. Nope. He's too cool.
Yeah. We'll see, Jobins. What do you guys think? Let us know. 28 months later in pre-production. Original director, Danny Boyle.
What?
The Beach.
What?
Slumdog Millionaire. 127 hours.
28 months later?
Yeah.
Is that how long it's been since he made 28 weeks?
Well, no.
No way.
Pause.
12 and 12. That's only a little more than 2 years.
Yeah, because I'm like, dude, I'm 30.
I was getting excited trying to make connections.
I know, I'm like, well, I'm 30.
What's with the time? Why is it 28 months?
Yeah, so that's two.
It's been way more.
It's 2 years and 4 months. 2 years and 4 months later.
I'm like, was that 28 months ago?
Yeah.
No, way longer.
Yeah, but what do you think? Are you excited? I'm excited. I like it.
Dude, it's my favorite zombie movie of all time.
Yeah, especially
28 days and 28 weeks. They just go hard.
Yeah, I hope it's good.
Dude, but what if it's green screen like you're saying?
Ah.
And what if it's all CGI with the...
I remember the 28 weeks later, that opening scene.
Oh,
I remember we were little kids when that came out, and I remember being scared as fuck.
Dude, when they bust through the house like that.
Am I a fucking burnout, or is it getting older? Have I seen too many movies? What the fuck, dude?
No, that was a good one. And Jeremy Renner in it as the badass sniper.
Oh, you're right. Jeremy Renner was in there.
Oh, he's a badass.
Mind blown. That's a mind blower right there, because I forgot Jeremy Renner was in it.
And I'm pretty sure Idris Elba was one of the generals.
He was in the first one, though, or was it the second one?
It was the second one.
The second one? And he gets wrecked.
He was like, no, I think I don't know what happens to him. I'd have to watch it again.
Isn't he like looking up and then he gets fucking wrecked?
I think he's such a higher up that he was safe the whole time.
He was safe the whole time. He gets him out. He got him out of the city.
And he's the one that's just like, oh, this is going to happen and all this.
We might have to go do a movie night and watch these movies.
That was a good one because it showed like how an outbreak would happen. 28 months has a lot to live up to.
Oh, 100%. 100%. UFC talk. Let's get into some UFC. Didn't watch fights last night. Fucking busy. Did jits. Cooked some dinner. Then we went to fucking watch Mission Impossible. But that one chick fucking snapped her arm.
Oh my God, I saw that.
What was her name? Do you remember? Was it something Silva?
Oh wait, you know what? I have the names here actually because I wrote down.
Yeah, dude. God damn, Jobins. That was a bad one. That was one I saw the highlight, and it's just one where she falls on it wrong. Mm-hmm. And, oh, God.
I think it was Estela Nunes.
Yeah, oh, okay, Nunes. Yeah.
Against Victoria Dudakova.
Yeah, I think that might have been. I think that was it. I think it was Nunes.
Mm-hmm. It was bad because she just
my elbow
landed.
hurts right now thinking about it. Oh.
You know what, though?
It was just dislocated, right?
Man, you can't judge too much because during a fall like that, it was so quick, but you would think you'd want to do this with your arms back like this, though, you know?
Yeah.
To like break fall. And then she went like this with her. I wish people could, if you're not. Man, her forearm just got fucked up, though, probably.
Yeah. And then Holly Holm got submitted, dude.
Yeah.
She tapped. That was interesting. I'm excited to see that girl fight someone else big. Mm-hmm. It was I was a little shocked that Holly Holm got a main event. Am I a piece of shit for that?
You were a huge piece of shit for that. Dude.
It's been a while.
Holly Holm.
Hasn't it been a while?
Is still a complete martial artist.
And she's a big draw, but I was just like, man.
The preacher's daughter doesn't mess around.
That could have been on you know.
Yeah, it wasn't the biggest card.
Yeah. That could have been a.
Holly Holm's 8-6 in the UFC. It's like you think it would be a crazy better record.
She's one of those girls that fights always the best.
Tough. Yeah.
She's always fighting the best of the best.
That's true.
She is a gangster. But yeah, Tyson Fury versus Francis Ngannou.
Oh,
what do you think about that?
That is honestly such a good for Tyson Fury securing the bag.
Tyson Fury for securing the bag.
That's an easy win. That's an easy win.
Oh well, no, it's good for Francis Ngannou to get to secure the bag.
His ass beat.
He's making it was either double or triple his entire UFC earnings in one night against Tyson Fury. So, hats off to Francis Ngannou for getting the money he deserves, sticking it to the man against Dana White because the fighters are the biggest problem in our sport that we love so much. The fighters deserve more pay. It's tough business. I don't have the answers for it. Greed, who knows? It's just hard. It's so hard to run a business on people that you have to get the people invested in order to get to watch.
Right.
That's why I'm like last night I'm watching. I'm kind of. It's been a while since I was a manager at a movie theater, and I get taken back sometimes. And I'm like, man, these projectors, they're so fucking advanced these days. Like, look at this image fucking put on this fucking screen. Mm-hmm. But in order for, I'm like, man, that's a $30,000, $40,000 fucking projector up there. And it's like, the movie industry has done so well with making these movies that get the people's asses in the seats. It's the same thing. Mm-hmm. In order to make the money, you got to get the people's asses in the seats to watch. And we have to get invested in these fights. But it's just tough because they work so hard, they dedicate their life, and there's so much that goes in to creating a fight that it deserves more pay. Mm-hmm. And for Francis Ngannou to fucking get this deal, and am I excited? I'm not that really excited because I feel like Tyson, like what you said, I feel like Tyson Fury's got this. Francis Ngannou's got that one punch knockout though, where it's like, okay, if he did knock out Tyson Fury, it'd be crazy. But
our boy Mikey made a good point. If Deontay Wilder can knock you down into the shadow realm and then you come back like Tyson Fury did, Francis probably could do the same, but Tyson's just going to get up.
I know.
The dude gets up from death.
It's just a different sport. We'll see.
And he's massive, bro. He looks down on you, bro.
Oh, I know. Tyson Fury?
Yeah. He's gonna fuck Francis up.
I know. He'd be like, hi, little Schmitty. And he'd pat me on my shoulder. I'd be like, hi, Dad.
No. Dude, you're right, though. I'm so upset with Dana White's decision, UFC decision.
Man.
Dropping the bag, huge time for all the fans.
John Jones and Francis.
Biggest fight ever.
I would have been so much more excited.
So much more excited.
So much more fucking excited. I'd be running around. We all would be. So
you can't be mad at Francis, like you're saying, securing the bag, getting the money.
Yeah.
But he's going to get his ass beat.
He is. Well, and then we go. Who knows? And then Francis, like, never doubt a man with religion or something.
Let's bet some money on Francis, though.
Yeah, we have to. We might need to bet some money on fucking Stipe. Brenden, give me your reaction. Stipe says, I'm going to do whatever I want to Jon Jones. I'm going to beat him in every aspect of the game. I'm going for the finish. What do you think?
I think he's going to quickly find out that's not true.
Dude, come on, Stipe. Stipe's coming out hot, guys. He's coming out hot. He's trying to sell this fight. He knows he's got to fucking, hey, everyone wanted to see Francis versus Jon. I got to really step up my media game to sell this fight because he's getting me. I'm like, okay, Stipe, if you're saying all this shit, I want to see it. How fucking nuts would it be if Stipe came back? That's what, third time? It would be his third time getting the belt, beating Jon Jones. It would be incredible. It would be, as a Stipe fan, and all the Stipe fans out there who never forget, it would be incredible. I'd be like, holy shit. Because right now I'm sitting here going, I'm expecting Jon Jones to beat Stipe.
Mm-hmm,
Sadly. And I hate that, because I really like Stipe. But here I am on the fucking mic. I'm sorry, Stipe. I'm thinking Jon Jones is going to beat you. So at the end of the day, if you beat Jon Jones, holy fucking shit, I'm going to get so excited. And then and it's like, okay, if Stipe beats Jon Jones, does he retire? Would you retire after that?
Mm-hmm. I'd sail off into the sunset.
Or is it the biggest fucking rematch? What if Jon Jones is like, oh, fuck, hell no. I want my... But would the UFC give him the rematch if he got knocked out by Stipe? These are all hypotheticals. But
I think he gets TKO'd. I think Stipe is going to be getting ground and pounded.
Fucking knees.
Jon Jones is going to be on top of him. Full mount and beat the shit out of him.
Stipe stays long, sticks to his roots of boxing, backing up. Boom, just like Fabricio Verdum.
He can't stay long if he's being pressured.
I know, and Jon Jones
and then he's
is so
getting
long.
kicked in the legs.
There's no way he's longer than Jon Jones.
No way.
No fucking way. Holy fuck. I'm rooting for you, Stipe. Stipe, I'm rooting for you. Jon Jones, we already know you're the GOAT.
Dude, can I ask you a question, though? What about, because we're talking heavyweights now, let's go down a weight class. What is going on there, bro? Did you hear about the light heavyweight champ?
Oh, Jamal Hill, yeah.
Jamal Hill?
No, dude, it sucks, man. But I respect him relinquishing the belt. That's got to be so tough. The UFC was like, well, you got to, who knows what the UFC pushed onto the guy. But imagine being champ, wanting to defend, being so happy to be champ, and then sustain a fucking horrible injury. Dude, that was a bad one.
Ruptured his Achilles.
Dude, I was learning the other day that the Achilles is our largest tendon in our body.
Damn.
And he was playing a basketball game with other UFC fighters. Going to have fun, and you fucking do that. That would be gut-wrenching. So I feel really bad for Jamal Hill. I like Yuri. There was a lot of respect everywhere.
Because Yuri understands more than anyone.
Oh, yeah. He had to do it, too. But, yeah.
The light heavyweight belt just feels cursed, man.
Yuri versus the winner of Blachowicz and Alex Pereira, which is at UFC 291 later this month, I think. Yeah, at the end of this month.
Jan should have that fight, don't you think? Against Pereira?
I would think, because I feel like Jan is a more calculated, smart fighter compared to Pereira, who I think Pereira is very smart, but I think he engages sometimes when he doesn't, where I think Jan can capitalize with a counter. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Just like how Izzy kind of did.
And he dominated Izzy on the grappling.
Yeah.
So you think he would just take
Alex down
and beat the shit out of him?
But can you keep Alex down? Yeah, can you do that? That's the question. And then if you get tired doing that against Pereira, if Jan got tired against Pereira, I think Pereira gets it. Because I think the stand-up game.
I still respect Jan because he's got those shotgun blast legs.
And we haven't seen Pereira up in that weight class yet. How much harder, how much stronger is this motherfucker going to be? You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's scary.
So I think that's a good fight to see. Yuri's going to probably be in that crowd. He's got to be now that this fucking belt shit's all happened. And is there a Jon Jones curse? There was this guy, Oven Vintage. He posted this, and I thought it was really cool. Since Jon Jones got stripped of his lightweight title in 2015 for the first time, everything and everyone has had a hard time in the UFC after fighting him. DC 7-2-1, OSP 7-9, Alex Gustafsson 3-6, Anthony Smith 4-4, Thiago Santos 1-4-1, Dom Reyes 0-3, Cyril Gane 0-1. UFC light heavyweight title had 5 different champs, including DC. The title has been vacated 5 different occasions. Is there a John Jones curse? Oh, yeah.
He just leaves that vacuum.
There's always, that happens in so many weight classes when someone just comes in, cleans it out, and raises the bar of competition for everybody else.
That's Volkanovski, too.
Oh, 100%. 100%. That's why it's real fun. Like, fuck it. Defend your belt. I want to see you defend your belt. I want to see you because there's a shark in the water down there with Tupora. There's just a couple sharks in the water. But then it's like, okay, we got this fun guy, Alex, who can just fight all these big giants. Keep going up the ladder. Go up the ladder. Just go fucking fight every weight class, Alex.
I'd like him fighting Tupora, too.
I'm down.
That'd be cool.
A week ago, I wasn't. Now I am. But yeah, I thought that was cool. I was like, damn, just one of those times. Just one of those times. And then what else I got? Ruby dropped a solo album under Duck Boy, Tragic Love Songs to Study 2 Volume 5. And it's sick, dude.
You were showing it to me in the car. Bro, I didn't even recognize it as Ruby. I mean, you can tell. You can tell.
Now that I've told you, you go.
But at first, it was like, I thought it was, like Blink-182 vibes, Kenny Hoopla vibes, like alternative punk music. I was vibing to it. I liked it a lot, actually.
I love what Suicideboys do. Sometimes I hate it. Sometimes I'm like, oh, no, I wasn't feeling that. But they're edgy, and they take chance, and they take risk. And that's what I think a lot of music artists, like MGK took a risk.
Yeah.
And a lot of people hated him for taking that different genre. And honestly, it could have been the biggest success of his career so far. You know what I mean? So I really respect artists when they go and jump different genres. Our boy Ruby, he just fucking went Duck Boy on us. Fucking sounds like Blink-182 type shit. And I love it.
Yeah. Definitely. I'm a big fan.
I wonder if Scrim's going to drop something like that. That's not him, though, is it?
I don't think it's him, though.
It's not
Maybe
him.
it is. Hey, I wouldn't count him out. Like you said, they experiment. They do different shit. So
Scrim comes out country.
I would see what it sounds
Starts doing some songs with Posty. I can see Scrim doing that. Fucking, would you kiss me, Brenden, for 50 G's like the fucking Island Boys?
Not like the Island Boys.
Come on, bro.
Nah.
That shit was fucking crazy.
It's disgusting and immoral. I mean, it's like,
That's
dude,
where we're at.
That's your brother. Like
That's
your
your-
blood brother.
And kissing like that.
And you kissed him like
I would smooch you. If someone's like, smooch Brenden for 50K, I'm grabbing you by the face and I'm going, I love you, brother. Mwah. But what they were doing, the one even looked like he was still wanting some more. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it was
That was like, you know what it reminded me of? American Pie 2.
Yeah.
But they didn't want to do that. These guys were like, oh yeah, fuck yeah, come here, bro. Mwah, 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 mwah.
Dude, American Pie 2, they kind of wanted to do that for it to be that long.
Sean William Scott, he's like,
They got MTV's Kiss of the Year award.
they sure did. That was fucking good times. Good fucking
The Kiss of the Year
times.
awards.
Shook the camera. But yeah, that was something else. It's pretty sad when we're in a world. Because obviously that was to get what we got. We did what they wanted. We reacted. It went viral. Everyone saw it. Everyone's going, oh my God. We're all talking about it. They won. How much cheddar are they going to get from that?
Did they win? Did anyone win? Or are we all losers in this equation?
Probably. You're probably right there. Because now we're getting, okay, now they're doing that. Who's going to start doing that? Who else is going to start doing that kind of shit now? Like Lil Mabu. Where does the inspiration continue to flow? Who do you inspire with your actions?
Those Island Boys, they can't be close with there's no way they're close with their parents, right? There's no way.
I don't know. Was
you
that
imagine,
Jeffrey Epstein photo real or fake? I don't even know anything anymore.
Imagine
AI's got me fucked up.
Imagine if you were a dad though, and your two sons made a viral video kissing each other with like tongue and everything.
But they're like, but Dad, look, we cashed out 1.2 mil.
I'd be like, you cashed
You
out.
would high five them so fast.
I'd be like, you cashed out your soul. Don't ever show your face in this house again. Jesus knows everything.
Yeah. Yeah, dude.
And you disgust me.
Yeah. But Dad, I just look at the car I bought you.
Turn it back.
Don't watch the video.
I don't pay it with Satan's money.
Don't watch the video.
That's the devil working in that video.
That's just the way this fucking world's
That's
going.
your brother.
That's why I'm like, man, we're crumbling. We are crumbling.
Yeah,
We'll
that's a
see.
societal breakdown.
Yeah. I am enjoying. I'm not going to lie, though. I went, dude, Jobins. As soon as I saw the Island Boys making out, I was like, oh my God. And then I wanted to see that reaction. So here I am. I'm showing you, I'm showing Mikey, I'm showing Tim, I'm showing Sean, and everyone's just like, oh my, and it's the funniest shit. To me, that it was funny. I know it's fucked up. I know this is fucked up. But it was funny for me to see that reaction.
True, and if everyone else is looking disgusted, I'm like, what is it?
I know,
what are you looking at?
They're cashing out, dude. Come here, I'll kiss you right now on the pod, 50K.
No.
Someone's got to offer us 50K. I'll smoosh Brenden right on the lips.
You better show some freaking receipts. This better be legit.
Do you want any of it, or do I get the whole 50K?
I'm taking 25 easy.
25K?
I'm taking 26.
You didn't even want the kiss.
Exactly. That's why I get 26,000.
And you get 26K?
You get 24,000 because you suggested it.
But it was offered. The Jobins said it.
This is your fruity plan. I ain't down with it.
What will Schmitty do for 50K? Tune in to find out next week. Love you, Jobins. Deuces.
Love you, Jobins.